Work with OpenType-SVG fonts. Work with OpenType-SVG fonts. By the way, Photoshop supports OpenType-SVG fonts and chips with the Trajan Color concept and the EmojiOne font. And OpenType-SVG fonts provide multiple colors, by the way, and gradients in a single glyph. And on the macOS platform, the Apple Color emoji font is supported to a limited extent, and even so, it's not an OpenType-SVG font, by the way. And OpenType-SVG font, multiple colors and gradients. To use OpenType-SVG fonts, follow these steps now. We have steps. Step number 1. You should create either a paragraph or point text type layer firstly. Step number 2. Set the font to an OpenType-SVG font. These fonts, by the way, are marked within the font list. Step number 3. Type using the keyboard or select specific glyphs using the glyphs panel. And to view the glyphs panel, select Window, then select Glyphs. And alternatively, you can open the glyphs panel by selecting Window, then selecting Workspace, then select Graphic and Web, and then click the Glyphs tab again. Note and be careful here please now. While you can simply type letters using OpenType-SVG fonts, the full range, by the way, of most fonts is available only through the glyphs panel, and Trajan Color concept, for instance, includes 20 different stylistic and sets for each character, such as silver, copper, and steel blue, and marble, which require the glyphs panel for access. So what about emoji fonts? Emoji fonts are an example for OpenType-SVG fonts, and using emoji fonts you can include various colorful and graphical characters such as smileys and flags and street signs and animals and people and food and landmarks in your document. And OpenType-SVG emoji fonts, such as the EmojiOne font, lets you, by the way, create certain composite glyphs from one or more other glyphs. For example, you can create the flags of countries or change the skin color of certain glyphs depicting people and body parts such as hands and nose. And look at this image now. This image now explains for you glyphs. What about the glyphs and the EmojiOne? And glyphs panel shows EmojiOne SVG font characters. And note here, recently used emoji appear in the top row of the glyphs panel. And how to create composite glyphs? By the way, for the purpose of illustration, let's consider EmojiOne, an OpenType-SVG emoji font, and you can composite several EmojiOne OpenType-SVG font characters to create glyphs. For example, you can create the flags of countries or change the skin color of single person or body part default characters usually colored. And note here, glyphs, by the way, in an emoji font such as the EmojiOne are distanced from the letters on your keyboard. These glyphs, by the way, are treated as distanced characters and are available only through the glyphs panel rather than the keyboard. And what about flags of countries? Create flags of countries is meaning the letters like A and P and C and D and so on. And in EmojiOne don't correspond to the corresponding keys on the keyboard. And when you combine these characters, by the way, in the glyphs panel to make up a country's ISO code, the two characters from the flag of the country, for example, US gives the American flag, and GB it gives the British flag, and AR it gives the Argentina flag, and IN it gives to the Indian flag. Like this screenshot, this image now explain for you. Combine glyphs to form the flags of countries and create characters variants. What about create character variants? Is combine single person default characters, by the way, usually colored, or body parts with any of the 5 available skin colors, like GID 356 through 360, and the original default character is recolored to match the selected skin color. Such composites and currently don't generally work with glyphs having more than one person. Like this image now, skin colored characters. And the next image combine single person characters with skin colors. And notice here please now, the single person characters or body parts emoji can be matched with any of the skin colored characters only once. And the composite glyphs are a font feature, and not all OpenType-SVG fonts let you combine characters to create composite glyphs, by the way. And you can also decompose some EmojiOne composites into their constituent characters.